Scorpio, let's do a bonus for you guys. I want to talk about a few things before I start, though. I don't want to stay on them because you've actually got really good energy in this message as well as the last one. Two things I noticed before I started this video. One, my camera right now is looking extremely foggy, so I don't know where the fog is coming from. I don't even know if you guys see that or if it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but it looks really, really foggy right now. Like there's like this mist behind me. Then, I've already done a message this morning, but this gnat hovering around, just hovering around. I had to smash it. Just hovering. Okay, so you'll see why I don't want to stay on this message, and I'm not going to make this entire message about what I'm talking about right in this little segment here, because I'm not going to let it take over your energy. Somebody here has been buzzing around, okay? They can't believe their eyes. They're almost like, really, that's it. That's their expression, like, looks could say 1,000 words, right? Shocked isn't the word. Like, this is someone who very much knows your value. They know your talents, your gifts. They know your strengths. They know, but they're still just like, this is someone who's very bothered by your energy, and they hover around you, whether it's at work, whether it's what you do for work, could be online. They hover around, they check in to see how you're doing, they want to know, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, maybe they're comparing you to them. They linger like a mist. Anything. If you're still going, obviously, you're still, making it, you're still happy. This is someone who's really, they don't like it at all. And if you have support, they really don't like that. They analyze everything about you. They analyze, details about you, things like that. Like, this is someone who can tend to be very critical of you. Compare is a huge word here. They compare maybe their successes to yours. They compare their life to yours. They compare what you've got going on to them. If you receive something in any way that is admirable, or any type of honor, love, respect, or if you get something, like maybe you talk about something you receive, like maybe you're like, I just got a new pool, or I just got a new car, or I'm happy today. I'm just happy today. Maybe something bad happened, or just unfortunate or kind of annoying happened, but you don't let it get to you. And someone's like, ugh. I'm not going to stay on it, but I do want to take note of that here. With the blessings that you get in your life, you're always going to have people like that are watching and checking in and kind of spying on you to see that you failed. How are you happy? How dare you? You don't deserve that, So you've got that here. But aside from that, let's get off of that. We're not going to give it any energy. And in fact, we're going to transmute that energy into what I'm about to talk about now. I was going to bed last night and I was like, we need a bonus for Scorpio. Scorpio needs one. And boom, what would you know? I've been getting songs a lot. And the song popped in my head, Calendar Girl. You know that song? It's an oldies song, Calendar Girl. Oh, there's a movie. It says there's a movie on Google. It's a song by Neil Sedaka. So let's get into it. Somebody here, for whoever this message is for, Scorpio or Scorpio cross-watcher, they, I said it in an Aquarius message not long ago, something about hearts in their eyes, stars in their eyes. Very applicable here. Definitely. Because the song, I was reading the song last night before I went to bed, and I was like, oh yeah, I've heard it, but never really paid attention to the lyrics. And this is someone who only wants you. They don't want anybody else. So if you're in a relationship, this is a great message. You could have someone who's jealous of your relationship. They're jealous of the attention you receive, of the blessings that you have, the wishes that get granted for you. They're jealous of it. They don't like it. And they're having their own little war within, and you're just kind of like, ugh. You don't let it get to you, but it's just like annoying. Like, why don't you go be happy in your own life and stop worrying about what I've got going on over here? You know what I mean? So there's like outsiders who just either want in as an insider, or they just want your position in some way, whether it's that loving relationship that you have, or that position in your job or company or whatever you got going on that they want for themselves and they don't have yet. They may kind of envy. It's more like envy instead of, well, jealousy goes hand in hand, but it's like envious of you, okay? So definitely if you're in a relationship, your partner loves you. I don't see them wanting anybody else. I mean, look at the song. But you don't even have to be in a relationship. This could be someone who's just like, wow. The whole song, he talks about basically every day of the year. Every day of the year, you're my girl. You're my calendar girl. You're the 365, 24/7. You're the one. Reminds me of Shania Twain's song, You're Still the One. I love my calendar girl. I mean, he just keeps repeating it. I want it to go on forever. I can't get enough of you. It's simple. And this person loves you for everything that you are. Partner or not. Somebody does. It may not even be someone who you know looks at you like this. So here we go. You start the year off fine. February, you're my little Valentine. March, I'm going to march you down the aisle. April, you're the Easter bunny when you smile. Of course, these holidays are more Americanized holidays, but it's just the idea of every day, in all ways, you're the one and the only one that I want. You're the only one. Someone's found a lot of favor in you. They wouldn't need anything else. They wouldn't want anything else because you fit, you like check all their boxes. You kind of fit them, you know? Now, some of you, it could be an ex. I don't know how you feel about them, but this is how they could feel about you, unless it's reversed, you know? You're everything to me. That's the song. Yeah, my heart's in a whirl. I love my little calendar girl every day of the year. Maybe if I ask your dad and mom, they'll let me take you to the junior prom. It's really cute. It's really cute. If you've been with somebody a long time, don't worry. It doesn't matter the naysayers and the people that are trying to rip y'all's relationship apart and the people that are trying to come onto your man or your woman or whatever, or even you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Your person only wants you. So maybe someone needed to hear that today. That's confirmation. 100%. This is a really cute, lighthearted song, too. It's like, I love my little calendar girl. You know? It's really, there's no fear here. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Nothing to worry about. The ones who are worrying are the gnats, the mists. It's the ones who are lingering. They're not going to go anywhere. You're never going to get rid of them. If anything, they're just going to continue to accumulate, you know? But what we can hope for those people is that they find their own happiness in life so that they don't try to take it from other people. That they don't feel like because you have something that they don't, they want to, you know, sabotage it for you or something, or try. You know, we can hope for those people that whatever it is they're wanting in their life, that they don't compare it to what you've got going on. They just go out there and get what they want. That maybe they don't believe in themselves, or they don't think it can happen for them, or maybe they're like, well, look how easy it's happening for you. This person, these people, I think it's more than one specifically, they don't know what you've had to go through. They don't know what you've been through in that relationship you're in. They don't know what you've been through as a single person. Whoever you are and whatever your status, your situation, I can't speak. They don't know. It hasn't been easy at all for you. But your heart has been in it. And this is why you attract people whose heart is also in it, invested. You've been invested. You've been dedicated to your work. You've been dedicated to the process. You've been dedicated to the relationship, if that's what it is for you. And it just takes the same amount of dedication on their part. And maybe they're thinking, well, I have been dedicated, but they need not spend any of their attention on judging and comparing what you've got going on with what they could have. They have their own special place here on this planet, and their own purposes and their own dreams to see actualized, you know? And if they would stop checking in on you so much and seeing Why are you doing better than me? Or why do you deserve that relationship or love like that? You know what I mean? It's sad. It really is. It's sad, but I think we've all been there, you know? Like, I try to understand this person a little bit because we've all been there. And I don't know, you just kind of reach a place when you get really comfortable in your life or happy. You're happy. And when you are really happy, you're not bothered by anyone else's happiness. They're receiving their happiness because they deserve to, I guess. I mean, that's for them. And you're receiving your happiness because it's for you. What's for them is for them, and what's for you is for you. This is someone whom, I don't know. I don't know why they're so bothered. I don't know. But they are, okay? You're like really standing out in some way. Your relationship really stands out. Or if you're single, you really stand out. If it's a work situation, you really stand out. And you've climbed and climbed and climbed and climbed and fought and fought and fought. And no, has not for 1 second it been easy for you. You shouldn't even have to like defend yourself. You shouldn't even have to just stand up for yourself for that or explain why you're happy. And I don't see you doing that. Maybe I'm doing it for you. Standing up for you. What's going on with the communication here? What is this? It's like hurting someone because it feels like I feel like my throat's closing up, like I want to cry, but I don't feel emotional like crying. So that's the thing too, like I don't know. Anyway, I said I wouldn't stay on it, but it's very strong here. Like it makes me think it's someone around you. Someone closer to you, maybe someone that you see often, could be in the family, could even be neighbors. I'm not feeling that strongly. Maybe even someone at work or through your work. Their energy is really present. So is your happiness. It's like they're right there. Right there. Looking in on your life, peeping in on your life, like a peeping Tom. Anyway, so here you are taking off. You're being really loved. You're being admired. You're being supported by the universe. You're being supported for all the times you didn't give up on life. For all the times you didn't give up on your child, your children, when you were doing it by yourself, some of you. For all the times you didn't check out early and say, you know what, I can't handle it here. I don't even know why I'm on this planet. You know, you're being rewarded. It's not like you didn't earn it. It's not like you didn't go through hell to get to where you're at. Like, can someone just back up a little bit and let you just have your happiness? No, they can't do that. So the great thing about this message is, I don't see you. You're not letting anything get to you if you're even aware of it. I think you are. I think you're very aware of it because yesterday I touched on a video for you. Your main message, I picked up on the dragonfly and how the dragonfly gets ahead of people. You're definitely aware. I don't think this is a Scorpio or crosswatcher that's not aware of the envy, green-eyed envy. Here we go, around you. Oh, you're very aware. But you either like transmute that or you don't let it get to you or something. Like, you just keep going. You're not letting anything stop you. If you've made any adjustments, any changes recently, maybe this is to come if you haven't yet, or maybe this was in the past. We're all on different timelines here. Like, where the adjustments possibly cut some people out, or you just give them less of your energy, this is who they are. This is those people. Still hanging on to what they think you should be, or still hanging on to what they think that you still are, who they think that you still are. There's a hair on my lip. And meanwhile, you're growing and accelerating in some area of your life. You're just happier. You're like glowing. Did I say that or say growing? You're glowing. There's like this protective layer around you, like a, what's that called in science? That protective layer, the outer layer around a cell. That's what I see. You've got this coating over you, or this shield, this cloak, but you fucking earned it. You've earned where you are right now in your life. If it's just peace of mind, that's everything. You don't got to be in a relationship. You can be happy by yourself. If you, wherever you are in your life, you've fucking earned it. You earned it. You worked very hard for it. You sacrificed for it. You lost a lot of people because of it. It wasn't without loss. It wasn't without failure. It wasn't without long periods of not seeing really anything come of it. You know, it was with great determination and focus and pace. Staying in the fight, staying in there. This is why you've reached where you are today. You know, some people, I don't know who this is for, but it's coming to me. Some people could even be upset with you for like getting your life together. You know, that's a real thing. People would be shocked to hear that. Some people would be shocked to hear that. Like, what? People would be envious of you for being sober? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually very common. You know, if you get your life together, you hear the plane? I'm sure you hear that. It's pretty loud. It's a plane going over. Like you've reached a level above where you used to be, or several levels above where you used to be. You're sober now. You've gotten your life together. You're very focused. The people who haven't gotten sober, or the people who haven't kind of adjusted their life in whatever way that they need to, because it's going to be different for them. That's their life, right? You're aware of that. But they are like upset with you for having gotten clean or gotten sober. They still see you as how they want to see you, because it fits the narrative they want for you. Makes them feel better to see you in the light that they want to. Meanwhile, you're being loved and adored and wrapped in warmth by your peers, by your friends, by your family. They're very proud of you. You have someone who's very proud of you. Couple people. You got some really good ones who are very, 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 very supportive of you and super proud of you for the woman you've become, for the man that you've become, and how you've just stayed in the fight. I can't stop saying it like that. Like you've just stayed the course. When everybody else gave up or numbed themselves, you stopped doing that, or you never did it to begin with. It just depends. Either way, you are you're a pillar of strength. And you got people that really look up to you because they know it's not easy. These are the people who know it's not easy. They've seen your struggle. They've seen the battle. They see. And you still go through it. You know what I mean? You still go through it. You still have your emotions, and you still, there's things that really hit and hurt, you know? But you get up every day and you keep going. And you don't use excuses, because you could. You got some of them. You got some that you could use. Some things you've been through, some things you're currently experiencing, where it's like, oh. But you're not doing any of that. Not only that, are you staying focused, but you're encouraging other people around you to stay focused as well, and to pursue their dreams, or to open their heart again. Maybe you went a long time and you had your heart kind of I see warning tape. You may have had your heart barricaded. Damn. You may have had your heart barricaded where you just don't let anybody in, and if nobody can get in, then nobody can get out. So, limited access. You got the people you got in there. Definitely your children, if you have any, or your child if you only have one. Definitely them. Definitely your pets. They're your children. Or your pet if you only have one. But aside from that, not many people get in, you know? Not really anymore. I feel like you're more open to people. You have a heart for people. Like a healer, really. You understand. You have empathy. Even if the empathy comes off as firm sometimes, it's because you understand, Reminds me a lot of my grandfather. It makes me think very heavily of him right now. And he was a water sign. He was a Cancer. And he was a pretty strict man, but that's because the man had seen a lot of life. And then he ended up getting his life together. It makes me wonder if he had a lot of haters behind the scenes he didn't know about. Maybe he did. He was very intuitive. That man was so intuitive. Like psychic for a man. He was very, very psychic. And yeah, he used to be a Navyman, you know, something linked to military. He used to be in the Navy. When he was younger, he had all these tattoos and the naked ladies on his arm, like pinup girls, and champagne glasses and stuff like that, martini glasses, and dice on his arm. He had a panther crawling up his arm, emphasis on panthers, and or cats, black cats. But he ended up changing maybe 20 years before he passed, maybe a little longer, if that. And he just turned his life over. He actually turned his life over to God. Now, I'm not saying you guys have done that, but that's what he did. And became like a very devout Christian. Like he was devout in his faith. Whatever you're devout in, you're devout. If it's a relationship, honey, you're devout. You're loyal. Loyal. If it's to your child, your children, loyal. And I just said that in your last message. Same with him. And it makes me wonder if all his old like military buddies or like any of the women that he had before, when he didn't really prize marriage as he began to later on, prize his wife for having stuck it out with him when she probably should have just, you know what I mean? But she didn't, which is an Aries. That was his wife, my grandmother, who's amazing. He stuck it out. Well, really, she stuck it out, sorry. But he changed his life, and he realized, you know, I mean, we could look at a person like that and be like, ew, yeah, but remember what you were, remember what you did. But a person who changes and they acknowledge their wrongs, that's something really big to be said about a person like that. And those are people who will end up changing the world. They help people because they understand where these people come from. And a lot of times people will keep on being addicts or keep on in their lifestyle because they think that there's no help for them. They think they can't change. And you're living fucking proof. Or they stay in that relationship because they think they can't do it on their own or whatever. You're living fucking proof you can do it. Or maybe they leave a relationship because they feel like they can't possibly forgive because of what happened, and you're proof that it can happen because love prevails. Love is the greatest of all things. And you never stopped believing, best of all, in yourself. And so you're able to kind of lift the rest of humanity and those around you who are willing to hear, instead of judge you and compare and be envious, that it's possible, it's doable, you can do it if you want it. But it won't happen by comparing yourself to other people and judging them and then wanting to rip them down to make yourself feel better. You are a great example. You're a great example. And that was my papa, you know, and he reminds me of the dragonfly, and I talked about that in your last message. So he's definitely come through today for you guys. And it's like, you know, yeah, I wear these scars. Yeah, I have these markings, and I can show you. But they helped build who I am today. And I'm still going, and I'm still strong. Like, when I say that man completely turned his life around, I mean, totally. He was like a completely different person. And I'm here for that. I love people like that. Because, same, that had to happen in my life. Like, I'm a teetotal different than I used to be before. But people don't want you to forget that. People don't want you to forget that. They don't want you to. They want to rip you down. They want to stop you. How dare you deserve to be peaceful in life? How dare you deserve to have grace in life? How dare you deserve to be understanding? How dare you, fuck up, deserve to give advice to people, to help other people? Look at you. Well, I'll tell you how. Because I understand them. Because I'm no better than them. I am them. I am my past, my present, and if I have a future, I'm all of it. I've just realized now. I've accepted who I am. I've accepted what I've done. And I've grown, and I've learned from it. And now I want to be there for other people and let them know you don't have to stay in what you're doing. You don't have to think that this is your identity and this is all of you and this is only you. This is your only identity, your only truth. You can never get better. You can never do better. This is all you'll ever have. No, because it's not true. I'm living proof of it. And so is my grandfather, blah, 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 right? This is how you are in your life. And as I'm saying it, the video is clearing up. I'm forgetting the fog is even there. You're probably not even seeing it. I don't know if that's translating, but to me, I see it. Could be the way the light is casting. Very inspirational message here. This is beautiful. Maybe I have some people from the past, like friends or something. I feel like that's the strongest here, or even family members who they haven't overcome their demons. Their demons are overcoming them and whispering in their ear, look at Scorpio. Look at Scorpio thinking they can do better. Look at that fuck up over there. And you're like, yeah, look at me. But look at me from over there and don't try to hurt me. Because your intention is everything. Your intention is not to hurt anybody. Not to compare yourself to anyone. Your intention is to stay in your own lane, love the people that you love, and help as many people as you can if you're able to. From a kind heart with no motive behind it, other than for anyone who has an ear to hear and who will listen, I'll tell you of my life and show you kind of the hell that I've come through, and you can, in your own way, do what you want with that. If you want. You're not forcing anyone. You're not holier than thou. You're not saying you're perfect or you're better than anyone. You're very, very humble. You're coming from a super humble place. And you're attracting because of it, aren't you? You're attracting that healthy relationship, or you're keeping it together. You're working on that marriage. You're working on that relationship. You're working on it. Building. You're building on the connections with your children, your child. You're building on the connection with your community. It's growing. It's taken some time, but it's growing. And that's beautiful. So I guess we'll leave it there. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.